Welcome back to the Detroit Lions franchise. It is off-season time. Maybe a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but have to say, regardless, it was a very successful season. Coming into this team, this is a team that hasn't made the playoffs yet in this franchise. They've had such a losing record, and we had to turn it around and try to turn it around as quick as possible. But it was a very good season, ending up in 10-6 and just missing out on the playoffs. We thought we might have had a chance. The Saints were beating the Falcons, but as you can see, the Falcons with a 14-point fourth quarter ended up beating the Saints, and that would be it for our season. But still, a successful season. Hopefully we'll build on it this offseason. So you can take a look at the wild card round here, the matchups going on. Broncos, Raiders, Falcons, Giants, Browns, Jaguars, and Buccaneers at Seahawks. So that'll be your wild card round. Before we get into the playoffs, let's take a look at this. Go back to the season statistics. So Carson Wentz comes over in the trade. He really played well the final 4 weeks of the season, but really kind of disappointing. Walt Bryant, not too bad. 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions after Wentz was out for, I believe, 5 weeks. He came in, played well, but also struggled. He's just a young quarterback, so, you know, what do we do in the offseason? Do we get rid of Wentz? Do we keep Wentz? He has 1 year left on his deal. Do we stick with Walt Bryant? It's definitely a question. The running game's not a question with Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he came very close to being the league leader in yards, even after missing 4 games. That is crazy. Down the stretch, he was unbelievable. We got 2,000-yard receivers with Mecole Hardman coming out of nowhere. You know, he wasn't even a big part of this. Just signed him as a free agent in the offseason, not thinking too much that he just fill in really nicely, and he turned out to be an unbelievable receiver. DJ Shark had a slow start to the season, but after he was hurt, came back. He played really well down the stretch as well, so I think the receiving game, we're good to go. Defense, Solomon Kraft, Rashawn Moody, and Raheem Winston, the 2 rookies, they performed very well. 6 picks for Moody. Winston played well in the back. So that was very good that those 2 rookies came up big. Yeah, the pass rush is definitely something we're going to have to look forward to. Got to improve that this offseason. I'm not sure if he can really get a premier pass rusher. We'll have to look maybe towards the draft. But, you know, we might have to do where we pick up, instead of, you know, looking for one main-time pass rusher, maybe we pick up 2 to 3 to 4 guys who we can interchange. And, you know, you're going to get more value because we did not get anything this year in the pass rushing department. It is really surprising that this defense can perform well, that well enough to really, you know, without a pass rush. So, you know, that was good enough as his own. Going around the league, look at Justin Fields, just continued to killing it. 45 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Anthony McAllister, who the Eagles drafted surprisingly. He had a very good rookie season. Joe Burrow, who we tried to sign in Denver. Jordan Callaway, the other rookie quarterback we saw, took us down in week 16. And that loss pretty much sealed our fate. Trubisky, good season. Callaway tied for second in the league for touchdowns. Josh Allen with 35. So a lot of these young quarterbacks looking pretty good. Lamar Jackson with 33. Let's see. Fromm actually had 32, former Panther, now with the Bengals. Look at Montez filling in. 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. So maybe Atlanta has found their quarterback with Matt Ryan now obviously gone. So, man, not too bad there. And Aaron Rodgers has yet to retire. That is crazy. He's 40 years old. Yeah, Gurley, you can see, just beat us out. It's crazy. I mean, we're up there in carries. So we were handing the ball like 28, 30 times. But, I mean, you might as well hand the ball that many times when he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards a carry. And we're getting around 150, 160 yards a game. It was crazy just to hand in the ball. And Elliott, he leads the league in touchdowns with 14. So coming off his MVP season with Dallas, hitting free agency. He was hurt for those few games, but still, man, he played well, really well. And definitely well worth it for sure. Maybe that's how the defense got helped out, when we can just continue to run the ball and control the clock. You can see Evan Ingram leads the league in catches with DJ Moore. So the Panthers, that team we built up, and they are still dominating here. I think they're the number 1 seed in the NFC. So you think they're going to be the favorite, trying to get to win their 3rd straight Super Bowl. They've won 2 in a row, now going for number 3. But you can see the receivers, and not too bad. I mean, we have 2,000-yard receivers, so we got some guys here in the top 15 with Justin Jefferson and Hardman. So that's very good to see. I think Justin Jefferson, though, we're going to have to bring him back. I think he's a free agent. Evan Ingram leads the league with 13 touchdowns, and DJ Moore is right there. I mean, when you throw 45 touchdowns, your receiver is going to be all over the place. Up there in the league leader with Justin Fields just continuing to dominating. I believe now only in his second season, or a third season now. Defense, Kraft right there, close to tackles. Zach Cunningham's going to take the lead. League leader there in total tackles. Let's take a look, possibly. Anybody else down there? I think, Moody was, what do you have, 103 total tackles? So 108. So he's right up there as a rookie. Not too bad. Sacks. Khalil Mack with 18. Just continuing to dominate. Daniel Hunter with 15.5. There's Brian Burns. Coming off the season where he broke the sack record last year. Still, that's a pretty good. 14.5 sacks. You can see Von Miller there. That Panthers defensive line is absolutely legit. Rashawn Moody actually leads the league in picks. So as a linebacker, with those, I think that's definitely going to put him up there for definitely defensive rookie of the year. There is no doubt about it. I have no doubt about he should probably win that. So we'll take a look at the awards. Russell Wilson's going to win an MVP. Justin Fields is going to finish number 2. Man, not sure how he finished number 2. The 13-3, 45 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields probably should have been the MVP. Coach of the year is going to go to Griffin Murphy for the Panthers. Obviously taking over now since Chris Gamble has left there and retired. He is gone. Let's go to the awards here. Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year is going to go to Zach Cunningham. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Everett Flipovich. Robert Baxter, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Chiefs. Josh Allen, Best Quarterback. I mean, he had 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So, Bills at 9-7. I think they're in the playoffs. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, they're in the playoffs. What am I thinking here? Darius Leonard, Best Linebacker. Best DB is going to go to Anthony Brown. And Best Kicker is going to go to Rodrigo Blankenship. Justin Fields is going to win your Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Rashawn Moody. Wow. So a rookie draft here for us. He wins Defensive Player of the Year. Not just Defensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Rashawn Moody. Outstanding. Raheem Winston right there at 2. Fields is going to win Best Quarterback. I'm not sure. We have Elliott at 3, their best running back, but I don't know how many other positions we're really going to go. There's DeMarcus Lawrence, Khalil Mack, Best Linebacker. So Moody gets number 2 there. DB is going to go to Adebo, and Hopkins wins Best Kicker. So I think we're going to sim to the Super Bowl here and go through and see who is going to be playing in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Panthers and the Bills. Wow, so Josh Allen, 9-7 Bills team, and they're in the Super Bowl trying to get their first championship ever, where you got the Panthers trying to win 3 straight. So two teams looking for 2 first tiers, because there's never been a team that has won 3 straight Super Bowls, and the Bills have never won a Super Bowl. So got an interesting one there going through the Pro Bowl here. Few Pro Bowlers for us. Just keep going through the list here. Obviously, Winston, and I think Moody is definitely going to make it. Yeah, you can see Moody is actually linebacker number 2. I don't know if we're going to have anybody else down here other than maybe, Tracy Walker makes it. So Winston actually didn't make the Pro Bowl, so that's very interesting. So he didn't even make it. Let's take a look around in the playoffs, see what happened. Wild card round here, so Giants win, Cleveland wins, and then Seattle took Tampa Bay. And then we go into the divisional round. Ravens beat the Broncos. Carolina took care of the Seahawks. Buffalo ended up beating the Browns. And then the Bears ended up beating the Giants. So that set up the championship games. And that's where Buffalo won in the Baltimore, took them down. And Carolina just takes care of Chicago. Remember that game earlier in the season where Chicago had a huge lead over Carolina, but came back and won. So Panthers-Bills is your Super Bowl. Before we get that, we got some upgrades. And look at Rashawn Moody winning Defensive Player of the Year and winning the Rookie of the Year. He's got 7 skill points. Wow. So there's, let's see. Star development, obviously, he's only 22. Obviously, a rookie. You can see the progression history. Interceptions leader as well. So much XP for those 2 things. Yeah, he got up big time. So, man, with 7 skill points, there's a good possibility that we can get him up maybe, I would say, try to get like 84 overall, possibly. I know run stopper is a scheme fit, but if we can just make him overall, make him into a pass rusher for sure. Help with this, he could just be the ultimate linebacker, continue with run stopping. So right now up to an 81. That's really an 80 with the +1 morale. I think we just continue. I'm not so much worried about the power rusher. Not really too worried about that. If we could just put him in a lot of finesse, speed rusher, run stopper, and everything with like tackle and play recognition, I think that's as best as we can do. Yeah, +2 finesse moves, 1 tackle. Now up to an 81 overall. Now up to an 83 overall. Man. Got one more skill point here. Maybe just continue with run stopper as a scheme fit. So he's at 85 overall. That's with morale. So really an 83 overall, but still, wow. That is a great draft pick. Now 89 tackle. He's got now up to 75 finesse moves. Play recognition up to an 82 overall, 80 awareness. So Rashawn Moody turning into an absolute unbelievable player. And you can see the Buffalo Bills have won the Super Bowl. So the Bills and Josh Allen do it. They take down the Panthers, looking for 3 straight. Josh Allen, definitely your Super Bowl MVP. 320 yards, 3 touchdowns. Unbelievable job by him. Looks like they shut down the run game of Carolina, and Carolina's defense just could not do the job against Josh Allen, who looked like he absolutely dominated them. So congratulations to the Bills for getting their first Super Bowl. That's what we're trying to do with this Lions team. We're actually just trying to make it to the Super Bowl. So at least the Bills in their past have made it, obviously, the 4 straight back in the early 90s. So they at least made it to the Super Bowl, where this Lions franchise hasn't even sniffed a Super Bowl. So that's what we're trying to do. We were close to getting to the playoffs this year, but let's see what we can do in this offseason to improve this team and make sure at least we make the playoffs and possibly get to a Super Bowl. So question is, Carson Wentz and Walt Bryant. What do we do there? That's a question. I'm not really sure. It depends. Well, I'll have to see the draft. I'm not sure. Maybe we look to see if there's anybody, in free agency. You just never know. Just like last year with Joe Burrow, I'm not sure if somebody's going to be there. Walt Bryant, I think he's good. The normal development obviously hurts him a little bit. He performed pretty well. I'm just not sure. I don't know. To me, I don't know if he's a guy you can, turn a franchise around. I think he's a very solid quarterback, a guy you can bring in. I'm going to always compare him to me to almost like a Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew is good. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I think it's somebody you're going to have to really build a team around for him to perform well. It's not like he's bad. I think he's a very solid quarterback. I just don't think he's a guy that's going to, win you multiple Super Bowls. I could be wrong. So, who knows? That's just a comparison right now. Yeah, looking at the defense, we definitely need more power rushers. Chase Vinovich, he did okay, but he disappeared a lot. Linebackers look pretty good. Obviously with Moody and Kraft, you can't really complain about that. Blake Cashman performed well. Tracy Walker, Winston, I think we'll be okay there. Corners, we might just need to add somebody. Levi Wallace will be a free agent, so either draft or free agency, bring in another corner there. But yeah, it's going to be mainly bringing in some pass rushers, that's for sure. So let's take a look at the re-signing deals. So a lot of these guys, I can't even offer deals. Not really sure what happened here. So you can see most of it could just only franchise. So Renfro gone, Bryce Love we can negotiate with. We can at least negotiate with him. I liked him. Obviously with the injury problem that is still in Madden sometimes, that you're going to need as many running backs as possible. So I'd like to bring him back, but he's not interested in signing. So he'll hit free agency, but we'll look to him. Yeah, you can see a lot of these guys, it's just a franchise tag. So I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know. Maybe because, I don't know. So you can see, yeah, like going through it, you can see Abraham, Shaquem Griffin. We can only franchise tag them. We can't even offer them a deal. Just a few guys. Jared Davis, we can offer a deal. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to look at possibly free agency. I think we can let him walk and then possibly think about bringing him back. Yeah, Levi Wallace we can't bring back. We'd have to franchise him. Justin Jefferson we can't bring back. We have to franchise him. We can't negotiate a contract with him. I mean, that deal is absolutely nothing. I want to bring him back. I mean, he says he's not interested in signing with us, so interesting stuff there. So we're going to have to look to free agency to bring back Justin Jefferson, but with his skill set and how young he is, we're definitely going to have to competing with teams to bring him back. So that is going to be a huge story. Where I thought he was going to be fine, he is gone, possibly gone. Hopefully we can bring him back, but that deal right there, 2 years, $8 million, is definitely going to skyrocket when you get him into free agency, and teams are just going to want to really, offer a huge deal, and nothing's really working on everybody else. You can see everybody else is like, nah, I'm good. I'm hitting free agency. We'll go from there. They want to get away from this franchise. So that's not what you want to see. Yeah, $20 million for a tag. I just can't do that. That's too much. Man. So a little bit disappointing there. Not sure what happened. I was willing to bring back Levi Wallace, who I thought was really good, and same thing. He's just not interested in signing, and we'll have to look to free agency. So, man, that was quick. Head to free agency now, so we'll have to take a look to see who's available. And but first, I think, like always, let's make a trade. So, Robinson, we can get a draft pick. Let's try to get back into the first round here. At Buffalo, I know it's the last pick of first round, but still, we can get back into the first round after we gave up our first round pick for Carson Wentz. Which, now looking at it, I just totally regret that, but, can't do much about that now. So at least we get a first round pick back. Taking a look at the offseason, Julio Jones retires, Thielen retires, so big time receivers. Julio Jones definitely going down as a probably Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about that with the numbers he has put up. T.Y. Hilton is gone as well. Geez, a lot of receivers gone. So let's take a look at free agency. Let's see what we got here. Fletcher Cox. That would help out our defensive line a whole lot. I mean, I know he's 33 years old, but that would really help. You got Jerry Jeudy there. Looks like Dalvin Cook. Is that Chase Young? And that would really help out the pass rushing. Man, Jerry Jeudy, that is an interesting one there. We now know Justin Jefferson. Chase Young, ooh, only 26 years old. Yetur Gross-Matos, that's another possibility with pass rushing. Buccaneers really going hard there, 101-point offer. Offensive line, always an issue as well, so we got to look at that. Michael Pittman Jr., another possibility at offensive line. So, this is a pretty good free agent list here. Lynn Bowden Jr., nobody's even offered him a deal yet. He's an 81 in a star development. Darius Slay, we could bring back. You never know, but I got rid of him early on. Too old there. Maybe, possibly somebody else we could just bring in. But not too bad there. Looks like a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers. 40 years old. And he is a free agent. Packers do not bring him back. So running back, Dalvin Cook, Benjamin. I don't think we really need anybody at running back. Obviously, we got Justice Hill. We'll try to bring back Bryce Love, but I don't think running back we really need anything there. Derrick Henry sitting there in free agency. Yeah, I don't think we need to really, Bryce Love is probably the only guy that I think. Kenyon Drake possibility, but I think we'll just go probably Bryce Love. Jerry Jeudy. So there's Jerry Jeudy is sitting there. Man, 89 overall, superstar development. Let's go down. Let's see where Justin Jefferson is. Niners trying to offer him a deal there. 91-point offer. Ooh. A.J. Brown sitting there as well. Nobody's offered him a bid. Do we go for Jerry Jeudy? That is a possibility. Do we lose out on Justin Jefferson, but go after Jerry Jeudy because he is an absolute beast? And, man, if we could add somebody like him, our receiving core has just went up. I know we're paying a lot more money, don't get me wrong, but 94 speed, 96 catching. He's only 26 years old in the prime of his career. Man, that would be a fantastic grab if we could get him. We'll think about offering him a deal there. Looking at the offensive line, there's plenty of guys here. Trey Adams, Trey Smith. But I do have to say the draft actually has some good talent. It looks like Taylor Lewan, aging lineman, but maybe that's what we need. We need that veteran, lineman to come in there, clean things up. So that's a possibility as well. And obviously the draft has a lot of depth to it. There's a couple guys in the top end of the draft. Now obviously we don't have we have only the one first round pick at the moment. But maybe we'll have to look into possibly getting another first round pick to possibly get up and get a lineman. So that might be a possibility. Yeah, man, Thomas, but Chase Young. It's how much money do you want to spend? Because obviously I want to get Chase Young or possibly Jerry Jeudy. So you're going to be spending a lot there. I would love to bring in Fletcher Cox on just a 1-year deal. I think that's a possibility. Maybe around $16 million. $15.2 million over 1 year. But, man, he would really help out that defensive line. So that is looking good there. That is a major difference to San Francisco, who's the only team to give him an offer. So that would help out a lot. CLC here we got. And Carter Coughlin, not too bad. Could obviously add maybe possibly pass rush there. Obviously, we knew him in Carolina. See who else we got down the list here. Middle linebacker, I think maybe we just need... I think we maybe just bring back Davis, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll look to the draft first, just to see if there's anybody there. Go a little bit younger. Outside linebacker is always just about depth. Corner, obviously, we just now need with Levi Wallace gone. We're going to need somebody in that, nickel position. Tavon Young would be very good, but obviously he has a deal there. So I just, compete right now. Maybe Trayvon Mullen. There's Trayvon Diggs, not too. Let's see what he's got. 73 zone coverage. He's got good speed. Trayvon Mullen. He's got 91 speed, 84 man. So he has 73 zone, but at least he's got 84 man coverage, so I can deal with that. So I think maybe let's try to maybe sign. Let's see, we've got 89 agility. Maybe Trayvon Mullen's the guy we go after. Eli Apple, not too. Once you get down these lists here, these guys are just not going to give you anything. 75 zone, 82 man, 88 speed. I think we're going to just Trayvon Mullen here. I think just a 1-year deal. I'm not going to offer him a big thing. Just 1-year deal. Nobody else has offered him anything. So I think maybe we try to get him. Safety, I like Tracy Walker. I think we just keep him right now. I think Deshaun Elliott, that could be a very good backup. So bring on Deshaun Elliott. I think that would be a good backup there. I liked him. I thought he performed pretty well, Tracy Walker. So I have no problem keeping him. Nothing there. Trey Batista backup. Kicker. Just bring in Lambo, I guess. Bring in Josh Lambo here for the kicker. I think we have to re-sign our punter as well, Stevens. Yeah, Richard Stevens we're going to have to bring back as well. He performed okay. I mean, it is what it is. Just maybe a 2-year deal for Stevens. So there's your punter. Let's take a look here. So quarterback. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy. I think I want to bring him in instead of going for Justin Jefferson or even like Michael Pittman Jr. or Lynn Bowden Jr. I think we go Jerry Jeudy here. I know the Jets have a deal out for him, but I think we can beat that deal. Bring him here to Detroit. Just that 90, the speed and 96 catching. Insane. Wow, that's crazy. So we're off of 4 years, $60 million. It's a lot, but he's a big-time receiver. So that's going to put us at 95 points over the New York Jets. So give us the lead there. We got the lead on Fletcher Cox. We got Mullen, Lambo, Stevens, and Elliott. We didn't offer anything for Chase Young. To me, it was either Fletcher Cox or Chase Young. So we'll see what happens here. So we get into week 2. Trayvon Mullen has accepted the deal. So at least there gives us now a new nickel cornerback. Jerry Jeudy has accepted. Deshaun Elliott's accepted. And Stevens and Lambo accepted. So we got Jerry Jeudy. Fletcher Cox right now hasn't rejected or accepted. So we'll have to see going in here. And now look at the list of teams that want him. Man, San Francisco really upped their deal. Wow, he might want like an extra year or something. Yeah, wow. So what I think we're going to do is now just go after Chase Young because I'm willing to put more years and more money into him. He's only 26 years old, and he's a premier pass rusher. So I think, man, we're so far away. I think we remove the offer from Fletcher Cox there, and now we go to Chase Young and try to bring him in. I'm willing, give him 4 years, up that signing bonus. I mean, we still have $50 million in cap room here. So let's see where that puts us. Not even close. I mean, I'm willing to go higher. There's no doubt. Yeah, we'll go 5th year. That'll put him at 31 years old. Get it up to almost an $84 million contract here. 5 years, just about $84 million for Chase Young. See where that puts us. That's going to put us in the lead. All right, okay. So hopefully that is enough there to bring in Chase Young and give us a big-time pass rusher. And then Aaron Rodgers is sitting here, and I have an idea because I saw somebody in the draft So we're going to trade Carson Wentz to the Tennessee Titans. Try to work out a deal here. We're going to move back into the first round. A little bit higher. So Carson Wentz is gone. The one-year experiment Wentz. At least we got the first-round pick back. He is gone to Tennessee. Because what we're going to do is we're going to sign Aaron Rodgers here to a one-year deal. He's 40 years old. I don't think he's going to last too much longer, but it keeps him in the same division. So we can get a little bit of revenge against Green Bay. You know, kind of that Brett Favre type thing. And he comes here to Detroit, so I think kind of makes sense. Taylor Lewan, we're going to try to sign. Get that veteran lineman. We also got a 5th-year option, so this is the first time I've had this. I know it was patched in a while ago, but you can see Lewan accepted. Chase Young, oh man. Chase Young rejected our deal. That hurts a little bit. So at least Aaron Rodgers did accept, but Chase Young is gone. So we got Larry Sutherland, the corner. He's due for a 5th-year option. Man, they don't think he deserves one? Wow. The GM doesn't think he deserves it. I do. We'll bring him back on a 5th-year option. I think for sure he deserves it. He's a good enough young corner. Man, okay. A little bit difference with the GM there. So we offer him the 5th-year option, so that is good to go for Larry Sutherland. But yeah, so I guess now we're going to have to look at other guys. Leonard Floyd, aging pass rusher, obviously former Chicago Bear. Now we're going to have to get it where it's like 3 or 4 or 5 guys we're going to bring in here for pass rushing. But man, that sucks losing out on Chase Young. Wow. I thought we had it. Well, from the extra deal, Fletcher Cox just goes back to Philadelphia. So we probably weren't even in the running there. Yeah, that kind of stings. Dalvin Cook goes to Arizona. Chase Young goes to Arizona as well. So the Cardinals just stepping up their game. Trying to build a better team around Kyler Murray. Trying to win themselves, obviously, a Super Bowl. Michael Pittman Jr. goes to Arizona. So, wow, Arizona might be your winners of the offseason free agent period. They look very good. Lynn Bowden Jr. will go to San Francisco. You know, Benjamin will go to Green Bay, so we will see him. I'd like to see where Justin Jefferson went. Where did he go to? DeAndre Swift. Kendrick Roger goes to Washington. Fournette goes to the Colts. He stays in that division. LaMarcus Joyner to Minnesota, so we'll see him. Carter Coughlin goes to the Texans. Let's see. Justin Jefferson goes to the Chiefs, so he's going to give Patrick Mahomes a very good target. And something Kansas City has needed really since Tyreek Hill left in free agency here. So taking a look at this team before the draft, obviously gotta continue to try to think about the offensive line, work on that, even though we got Lewan, so that helps out a little bit, but still, we need some guard help. Linebacker, you can see, we got empty there. I was thinking about moving Blake Cashman over to middle linebacker, but I think we'll keep him outside linebacker and then look to the draft. So here we go. So let's take a look at this draft board here, and possibly now that we got a mid-first round pick, and then obviously a late first round pick, we definitely can maybe even trade up or look to these guys for sure. So let's take a look at what we got. So Santiago Herrera is your number 1 pick possibly. Left tackle Keelan Mackey, I don't think we'll be high enough for that. But if we go down the list here, we got Anthony Webster. So he could possibly still be around when we pick, 15? We also have Trent Ham, who looks outstanding. He could possibly still be there as well. You got Bernie Beverly, who we need help at defensive tackle. He looks like an absolute beast as well. So there's 3 guys right there I would look for that possibly with that first pick and maybe even later in that first round pick we can take. So I think that's what we're going to do now. Dolphins, who were in the Super Bowl just a year ago, now from the number 1 pick, they go tight end there. Herrera to try to help out Tua Tagovailoa. So McDonald tight end, 2 tight ends go number 1 and 2. To the Colts, Mackey's going to go. There's your left tackle. He goes to the Texans. Mackey, another wide receiver, continuously getting help for Kyler Murray. He's going to go to the Cardinals. Orton, middle linebacker, is going to the Redskins. As you got the Saints on the clock, they're going to go tight end as well. What a tight end draft here. 3 tight ends taken in the top 7? Man. Kai Allen, center. That is a bad pick there for the Eagles. Not a good one there. Tim Floyd, receiver, is going to go to the Rams. Patriots on the clock. They are going to take Jack Coleman, another tight end. Man, tight ends going here like crazy. Jets are going to take Vernon Mays, cornerback out of Georgia. We're coming close here. Kansas City is going to take Anthony Webster. So there goes the tackle from Florida. Looks pretty good there. 77 overall. San Francisco is going to take Brian LeBlanc, corner out of Colorado, and we are on the clock. All right. So, obviously quarterback was Gene Snelling. Now you're thinking, what was when I signed Aaron Rodgers? What was the plan? Was this the guy? The plan was Jason Fullerton the plan? Maybe possibly bring in quarterback? No, he was not. I'll show you here who I was thinking about. I think we can wait on him. He looks like an unbelievable prospect. So Trent Ham, right tackle, or Bernie Beverly. Man, Beverly, look at that. First in pretty much everything except 40-yard dash. I'm not sure how he passed that up. I'm not sure. He's a speed rusher, but he's got the best strength out there. I know Trent Ham is sitting there, and I don't think we could wait on Beverly. I think Beverly would be gone. Look at that. We're going to take Bernie Beverly. Hidden development, 74 overall. I know Trent Ham probably should have won offensive line, but this guy just looked like a can't miss. 89 strength, 77 block shitting, 79 finesse moves at around 290 pounds, 82 acceleration, 79 speed. He looks pretty good. So I think that pick's still pretty good. Reynolds is going to be taken by Green Bay, and there goes Trent Ham to Minnesota, of course, in division. 77 overall for Trent Ham as well. So better overall. We'll have to take a look maybe what his development is as we continue on in this draft. And I'm going to say a lot of... I know obviously this year Madden's a little different. They, cut down the overalls of players. There's no doubt about it. I already know that, but I mean, a lot of guys here are just so low overall. Jason Fullerton, there's your first quarterback. He goes to Atlanta, where I guess they didn't re-sign Montez. He is gone. So Montez, he just comes in. Steven Montez puts up 30 touchdowns over 4,000 yards, and then Atlanta's like, nope, see you later. We're going to go in a different direction. So, wow. Grimes is going to go to Cleveland. Wow, looks like a great pick there here late in the first round. Ravens are going to take Malik Underwood and out of NC State. Panthers going to take Jason Westbrook, middle linebacker, out of William & Mary, as we reach near the end of the first. And we're up here. Pick number 32. Let's take a look at this. So we got Ray Cutler. He's a second-round grade. I don't think so. You can see the depth here at guard. It's very good. It's just a lot of these guys are projected, the projection of what they are. They're definitely second or third round grade guys. So definitely something we can just wait on. I don't think we have to take any of these guys right now. I mean, Caleb Bailey looks outstanding, but for a late first round pick, I don't know. I think these guys will be here. We can wait so we can use this first round pick for something else. But you can see they're pretty good. They're very good. Good at left guard. Center, not too much there. You have right guard, not too bad. And you have right tackle, too bad. I mean, Hudson Bryant, it says he's a first round grade. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, it says he's there. Marcus Humphrey, maybe a pass rusher. Maybe somebody to pick there. Not too bad. Sean Knowles, okay as well. So that would help out the pass rushing ability. Anybody here at linebacker, middle linebacker? Sheldon Cobb down there below. Middle linebacker, corner. Not too bad there. So I think what we're going to do is actually trade this pick. We're going to go to Miami, and we're going to go to Joe Thuney. I know he's over 30 years old, but not too bad. He's 31. He's not that bad of a lineman. All for the first-round pick. I tried to trade this first-round pick for more picks. It did not work out. So we go to the Lions. We get a lineman right there in Thuney. 83 overall. Helps out the line. We will take it. And now with our second-round pick, we'll take Marcus Humphrey here. He looks really good. He's a 70 overall. Normal development. But that'll help out the pass rushing. He's got, 85 acceleration, 80 finesse moves. So that is good to see. That is going to help out our pass rushing a lot. Since we didn't get Chase Young here. As now we head into the next pick. And this is the guy I was looking at. Levante Brooks out of Alabama. 4.43, 8+ throwing power. We take him here. We got Aaron Rodgers. We can kind of use him in some situations. And I think this is the pick. Levante Brooks, he's a hidden development, 70 overall. But the dude is fast. And that's what I mean. He's got 94 throw power. 81 accuracy in the deep, 93 speed, 91 agility. Oh, man. So that's what I mean. We can have Rodgers and bring this guy in, have a couple packages for him, and he can be an absolute beast. Niall Spann will take later on, 71 overall, tackle, normal development, needs help in the pass block and run block, but good strength at 92 strength, good 80 lead block. So that's what I mean. The lineman not too bad here. We'll continue with the draft here in the 4th round. I think possibly, maybe, do we go Sheldon Cobb here? He's A- hit power, 6-point overall combine grade. Good BT plus tackle. Not too bad there. He's a 66 overall, normal development. I guess a 66 overall, really, thinking about it here in the 4th round in this Madden is pretty good. As we head down to the 5th round pick, look more lineman, Brian Perkins. It says he's a 1st round grade. I don't know if I can believe that. I don't know. He's going to end up being 71 overall. So maybe, possibly, the way they overalls, he's going to keep his, it's just normal development, but really needs help in the run block, more of a pass blocker, but still not too bad there. And then Lewis Hardy, a guy we found it, undrafted talent. We'll take him here in the 7th round. He's a 69 overall, but not too bad there. 83 strength, 76 block shedding, good power moves at 81, finesse moves I mean. So another possible pass rusher. We found him. Can't really complain about that, about a 7th round pick. So taking a look at Bernie Beverly here, our 1st overall pick. A pass rushing defensive tackle. We need some help, obviously, everywhere at rushing the passer. That is for sure. But he still has 89 strength, so that is good to see. Block shedding definitely needs improvement, but not too bad there. Marcus Humphrey is going to help us now with more pass rushing as well. And then we get the lineman, Levante Rooks. I can't wait. I saw him in there. And then I was like, let's just go get Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers, I mean, he possibly could try next year, and then Rooks can just step in, and we can develop him because he's almost like Lamar Jackson. He's very close. So if we can have like a Lamar Jackson type, I know Justin Fields was possibly, that with the Panthers, but Justin Fields didn't have the agility or, just the crazy playmaker ability that Lamar Jackson had, even though Fields was outstanding. But maybe this guy, Levante Rooks, could be a beast. You see Keelan Mackey. He was that tackle first taken by the Texans. He's 75 overall, not too bad. 83 run block, 76 pass block, 87 strength. Let's take a look. Going down the list here, I think Ham is a possibly, Anthony Webster. So a guy we were thinking about, he went before us. Hidden development, 77 overall. So Kansas City got their offensive line, look, 94 strength. Wow, 82 run block, 79 pass block. So Anthony Webster, very good offensive lineman there. Obviously, we took Beverly, so there goes Trent Ham to Minnesota. He ended up being 77 overall, normal development, more of a power tackle. He's got 83 run block, 76 pass block, 89 strength. So he was a very good pick. I'm sticking with the Beverly pick, not too bad there. Best player in the draft is Roderick Grimes, that corner goes number 28 to Cleveland. 78 overall. Hidden development. He's got 96 speed, 79 man coverage. Not very good in the zone, but when you got that, doesn't matter, man. If you got that speed, you can just get back into the play real quick, obviously. Let's see. Madison, number 2. Webster was 3. So not too bad there. Beverly down the list, but he was one of the better ones. Gene Snelling, the quarterback. Man, what the heck? Miami. Just taking quarterbacks here. Now you have another hidden development quarterback. We already got 2 on the roster. Wow, Miami. So let's take a look at our division teams. Quentin Woodward was the 1st round pick for Chicago, left end. Not too good there. Their draft, I would say, not the greatest. Nothing really special. You got 3 guys under 60 overall, so that's not what you want to see there. Not the greatest pick for the Bears, but they are already a very good team, so I don't think it's going to really hurt them this much this year. The Kai Reynolds is going to be the 1st pick for Green Bay. I mean, he is a hidden development, so not too bad there. He's getting around a 67 overall. He has obviously one minus with the morale. Needs help in the catching. They got Franklin Whitaker. Good pick there. So not that bad of a draft for Green Bay. Obviously, I'm going to see now where they're going at quarterback. I'll have to take a look at that with now no Aaron Rodgers. And then Minnesota obviously took Trent Ham. We saw that. 77 overall. Good pick for them to help out their offensive line. Jameis Winston. Jonathan Taylor. They got really good receivers. Obviously now Thielen's retired, but still got Stephon Diggs and I think Levon Cheney Jr. But not too bad of a draft either. Really helped out the offensive line for Minnesota. Pretty good draft pick there. Jared Davis now coming off. We're going to sign him back. Cobb, I don't think is ready to step up as being a starter, so we'll sign him. I think Khalil Brooks is another guy we're going to look at, another pass rushing guy we can bring in and, third down type specialist. He's got 89 speed, good finesse moves. We'll sign him. And then that'll bring us to the schedule here. So, taking a look at the schedule, we face that Cardinals team that really in the free agency. And then we'll look at week number 2. Carson Wentz, we got the revenge game there. Obviously, can't wait to play the first game against Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be fun for sure. But looking at the schedule here, Jaguars, Rams, Packers, at Packers. So at Green Bay will be later in the season. So we'll face Green Bay at home before. So that'll be an interesting one there in week, what was that? Week number, I think it was like week 4. But that's going to do it for this offseason. It's an interesting one. Another new quarterback, but now Aaron Rodgers, Lavonte Brooks. I can't wait to see what he's got. I don't think I'm going to do much of the preseason. I think we're just going to skip straight to the regular season. I just probably want to get right into it, get it going here. We got a new Jerry Jeudy. So we got guys, young defense once again. Hopefully these pass rushers can help us out, and we'll see what we can do and hopefully bring this Lions team to the playoffs and possibly win Aaron Rodgers his last Super Bowl ever. As 40 years old, he might retire. So maybe we can get him a Super Bowl and get this franchise a Super Bowl as well. But that's going to do it for this offseason. Tell me, guys, what you think about it, about the moves and everything. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you please leave a like, that'd be awesome. And subscribe, that would be great as well. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.